Guys, this is Mr. Joshy J, and this is your driver ratings and team ratings for the Dutch Grand Prix. All drivers and teams covered as we rate them out of 10. Yep, so I'm going to start off obviously with Red Bull. Max Verstappen 10. Yes, absolute 10 for Max Verstappen. I mean, P1 in qualifying, P1 in race. I'm just absolutely running out of words to describe Max at the moment. Absolutely sensational. I mean, wow. It wasn't the easiest race, but overtaking Lewis easily, then just cruised to victory after that. Just, wow, unbelievable. Sergio Perez, 0. Absolutely 0 for Sergio Perez. P5, nowhere near good enough in the Red Bull. He crashed in qualifying and then finished P5 in the race. Absolutely shocking. Ever since Austria, Sergio Perez has been terrible. Awful. What more can be said? Just poor by the Mexican, it really is. Right, Leclerc, 8. Yes, I give Charles Leclerc an 8. P2 in qualifying, P3 in the race. I mean, Ferrari just didn't really have a race face, did they? Carlos Sainz at 7. Now, I mean, he ended up finishing what? P5 in the end? I mean, just P6. I think it was P6 in the end. So, yeah, not good enough. Absolutely not good enough. Because he had that penalty, of course, so that's why Checo finished at P5. But the pit stop, Ferrari again in the pits, not having his tyres ready. What's that all about, man? Seriously, what are my team doing half the time? Prancing bellends, seriously. Why on earth do I support this red shit? Honestly, at times, I have no idea, but yeah. Just a joke, honestly. So 7 for Sainz, because I thought he had a decent racing car. The pit stop was not his fault. That was 100% Ferrari's fault. Right, Lewis Hamilton, 5. Now, I was going to give him a 10, but what he did near the end of the race, hanging around to his team on the radio, and also weaving on the straight like that against your teammate, absolutely unacceptable. There are no excuses. That could have been a horrible accident for George Russell. That really could have. What the fuck were you thinking, Lewis? Seriously, I am a Lewis Hamilton fan, but I'm calling it out. That is the most dirtiest driving I've ever seen by Lewis Hamilton. And one of my subscribers, they race me so hard, is a Lewis Hamilton hater, and he's saying that obviously he needs banning from the sport immediately. No, I wouldn't say he needs banning from the sport, but that was filthy bit of driving by my driver, and that really is. You just cannot defend that. I mean, qualifying, he qualified P4, I think it was. He couldn't improve, obviously, because Checo damaged his car, but yeah. Then to have a rant at your own team for putting you, on the wrong tyres, yeah, fuming at my driver, I really am. So that's why I'm only giving him 5. George Russell, 9. Yes, I mean, he was P6 in qualifying and then P2 in the race. He made the right call on strategy, George Russell. Now, George Russell is not a Valtteri Bottas. He will not lay still. He's out there to win. He is the next rising superstar. So the strategy, he got spot on. So fair play to George Russell. Lando Norris, 7. Yes, I mean, P7 in qualifying and P7 in the race. Absolutely walked all over Daniel Ricciardo all weekend. Right, let's get on to Daniel Ricciardo, shall we? 0. Absolutely 0. I mean, I could actually go as far as -10 or something. Shocking. I mean, you're down in P17, where your teammates P7, nowhere near good enough. No wonder why the Honey Badger is lost his seat at McLaren. Pathetic. I mean, it's more than likely that Alpine are going to get fourth in the constructors. Norris is carrying that team. Daniel Ricciardo needs to get out of that team ASAP, honestly. That's why Oscar Piastri's coming in. Nowhere near good enough in the McLaren Daniel Ricciardo. That is. I mean, last year he was shocking. This year it's shocking on a whole new level. Absolutely unacceptable. I'm sorry. Alpine, Fernando Alonso, 8. Yes, I give Fernando Alonso an 8. I mean, obviously he messed out in Q3, but was decent in the race. So, yeah, 8 is a fair score. Also, I give Ocon an 8. I thought he did well in the race as well. Obviously, more points at Alpine. They believe they score more points on McLaren because both cars finish in the points, and also only one McLaren finished in the points. So, yeah, that P4 is looking very good at Alpine. Pierre Gasly, 7. Yes, I give Pierre Gasly a 7. A solid weekend by the Frenchman. 1-1, Yuki Tsunoda, 7. Yes, I give Yuki Tsunoda a 7. I mean, qualifying superb, but got into Q3, then the race, the most bizarre retirements you'll ever see. I mean, first of all, he stopped the car because he thought a tyre was loose. So then he was told to carry on, so he come back into pit lane. AlphaTauri sorts out his seatbelts, and then come out again, but then he stopped out on track again. So, yeah, very bizarre. And obviously, a lot of conspiracy saying that Yuki did that on purpose to help out Red Bull and Max Verstappen. But, yeah, the most strangest retirement you'll ever see, honestly. Wow, unbelievable. Sebastian Vettel, 0. Absolutely 0. I mean, yeah, just he span in qualifying, knocked out in Q1, and then obviously in the race blocks Lewis Hamilton and Sergio Perez. It's shocking bit of driving by finger boy Sebastian Vettel. Honestly, no excuses to that. Lance Stroll, 10. Now, Lance Stroll is a driver who I gave a lot of stick, but yesterday he deserves huge credit. I mean, he got into Q3, unfortunately couldn't run because of a technical issue. They had to change his power units, and he ended up finishing P10. So, fair play. Great weekends for Lance Stroll. Valtteri Bottas, 5. I mean, knocked out in Q1 and then in the race retired. Alfa Romeo's reliability is absolutely shocking. It really is. They really need to work on that Alfa Romeo. Guan Yu Zhou, 6. I mean, yeah, by average, really, in my opinion. Kevin Magnussen, 0. Absolutely 0. I mean, poor in qualifying, and honestly, he's span in the race as well. Yeah, it's shocking weekends for the Denmark driver. Mick Schumacher, 7. Yes, I give Mick Schumacher 7. Race was not the best, but qualifying absolutely superb to make Q3. That really was, so 7. Alex Albon, 8. Obviously didn't quite make Q3 this time, but still had a decent racing. That's why I gave him an 8. Leclerc Latifi, 0. Absolutely 0. I mean, just, you may as well put it on rinse and repeat. Hadn't you what I say about Nicholas Latifi? I mean, last in the race again and last in qualifying. I mean, what more can be said? Simply not good enough, out of his depth. But there's rumours that he could be staying on for next year. I tell you what, a mega rant will be participating on this YouTube channel. If Yuki Tsunoda gets signed up for another year for AlphaTauri, I tell you, honestly, I'll be fuming. No, sorry, Williams. Yeah, Latifi gets signed up for Williams for a second year. I'll be human, because he's only on the grids for money. That's all it is. Money and sponsorship. Yeah. Just put this guy out in this misery. I mean, as my good friend WSC Racer says, he says that if he was a horse, he'll be put down. Because honestly, he would. Just, yeah. I really hope Williams don't keep him on, because I'll be fuming. My third favourite team, I really will. As I said, a mega rant will be participating on this Mr. Joshy J YouTube channel. Right, team ratings. Red Bull, 8. Max Superb, Checo, awful. Ferrari, 5. I mean, you have to mark my team down, don't you? Shambolic pit stop, just, yeah. Honestly, why? Why do they do this to us Ferrari fans? I have no idea. Mercedes, 8. Russell, superb strategy. Lewis Hamilton, a moaning bitch and dirty driving. McLaren, 6. Norris, fantastic. Ricardo, absolutely horse shit. Nowhere near good enough. Alpine, 8. Yes, again, they gained points on McLaren, so well done to them. AlphaTauri, 6. I mean, Pierre Gasly, good. 1 for 1 with the strangest retirement ever. Aston, 8. Poor Vettel, but Lance Stroll, superb this weekend. Alpha, 5. Bang average. Haas, 5. Bang average. Williams, 6. Decent for Albon, but again, Nicholas Latifi just plain awful. So that's the driver ratings done. Team ratings done for the Dutch Grand Prix. We now move on to Monza next, to one of my favourite circuits on the calendar. Join me on Thursday for a preview to that race. Saturday for the qualifying review. Sunday for the race review. And then again, Monday, driver ratings and team ratings for the Monza Grand Prix. An enjoyable weekend for Zandvoort. It really was. I mean, the start of the race was boring. Then middle of the race was exciting. Then near the end of the race, boring again. Yep. I hope you all enjoyed this race weekend. Bye-bye.